Hello guys. Hello Professor. This is speaking assignment number 1 where I'm going to share my experience of writing thesis. Um, I'm sorry for not having the video. This is just an audio, but this is what I was able to find available on my phone. Hope it will be okay. In today's agenda, I have an overview to introduce you with my thesis topic in general, give a general picture. The second, I would like to share with you what I have been able to accomplish by this time. And the last one is going to be about the literature review, that is a product that has been completed by now. And of course, I want to discuss some challenges that I faced while writing it. So, going to the overview, the topic is factors and reverse pattern of gifted underachievement from the experience of an AS teacher's approach. The topic is quite long, and I think it will be the title of the thesis will be further developed and improved. The purpose is also similar to what the topic refers, so it's to explore factors that hinder the reverse pattern of gifted underachievement, as well as explore teachers' experience and approaches of underachievement. The participants are going to be not a student, but only teachers from different subject areas who work with gifted learners. As I am an AS teacher also, I will conduct this research at my school, so where all teachers actually deal with gifted learners. The sampling is purposeful due to some reasons. There are quite a number of teachers who attended who got the certificates, who attended the courses on how to work with gifted children, how to develop special programs for them. So I think it will be relevant if I involve them into my study. The data collection tool is going to be semi-structured one-on-one interview with 5 to 6 main open-ended questions. Looking at the accomplishments, the research proposal development was the first step that I took in writing this thesis. Before this, my focus was also in this area of giftedness, but I wanted to study the perspectives on the differentiated approach. And I found later that there are a lot of work that has been done on this area, especially by NUGC master's students. So, and I decided to switch, and the vulnerable point that I found, not vulnerable, but maybe that burns a passion in me was the gifted underachievers, how to reverse. So there was a lot of questions in my mind into this topic. So with the help of my thesis professor, we were able to develop research questions, identify what kind of methodology we will use, and research method. So by August, I completed my CT certificate and successfully received it. Then by this time, I've been writing literature review, where it was a huge work, and by now it consists of about 4,000 words. So what I started is I improved my skills of searching articles, selecting relevant articles from them. After selecting those articles, I used Mendeley program tool that was really helpful with APA referencing. I read and selected relevant information from those articles, put them into kind of mini mind map in order to better analyze and synthesize them. However, so further, um, looking at the literature review, um, I decided that there must be four main topics in the form of questions. What is giftedness and who are gifted? Who are gifted underachievers? Why do the gifted underachieve? How should teachers deal with gifted underachieving students? Why questions? Questions are, I think, helped me to um, keep the point while writing the literature review on that passage specifically. I would always come back and ask myself, were you able to answer this question or not? So reading the content that I've written and going back to questions really helps me to focus on the topic area. So, however, there were some challenges, and I still have them, I think. The first challenge is it was really difficult for me to synthesize. Synthesizing is something that I struggle a lot since being introduced into this program. So, looking at this example, I think that I have more like it looks like more listing of references of different authors, while it would be better if I would say like a number of authors believe that and cite several references, like more than two or three. But however, I have rarely done this. I was able to do it rarely, maybe because it's just the first draft. I keep this stuff with APA referencing and other stuff to the end, for the next time, for the editing process maybe. And I also noticed that I focus mostly, while writing one paragraph, I focus mostly on one article rather than opening my mind for several articles. Although I have selected them, although I have selected information from different sources, synthesizing is still what I struggle until these days. If you have this kind of difficulties with synthesis, how you are dealing with this, if you want, you can share it in during the discussion of the SA1. So the second challenge is the focus of the study. So it was really difficult for me to stay focused on what I'm studying and what I'm writing about, because it was really difficult. Like, I have one idea in my mind. I expect something completely different that would be relevant, but while reading kind of like 10 sources for one topic of the literature review, it would be already a mess, and I would always lose the track of my thoughts, lose the track of the focus of the study. So, if is it only me who's having this kind of stuff, this kind of difficulty? What kind of tool, guys, do you use to better deal with this kind of problem? So this is the end of my speaking assignment presentation.